Hey, hello. This is Amber. If you're new, I am an author and an editor. Last week, I released my 5th collection of poetry, which was selected poems of Amber Campbell. That is available as an Amazon exclusive hardcover. I say a week ago because that's when this video is going up. It's actually November 2nd. So it is November 2nd. I am in the throes of novel November, whatever you want to call this now, since NaNoWriMo kind of, shot themselves in the foot. But I have been doing really, really well, for the first 2 days. Though yesterday wrote about 1,200. I'll be putting stuff up on the screen so you can see it. Today we've written 1,050 words and have hit the 50-page mark for the first draft of the Cemetery book, which is awesome. So I think what I need to do so that I don't lose complete focus is this. It is the young adult. We're not going to worry about that, okay? Because that's what my mystery was going to be before I became a new adult, so I should probably buy the other version. We'll get to that, okay? But I need to use this because I need to do you mind, Lola, do you have to walk through all the leaves? My goodness. Proceeds to do it louder. Okay. I am going to sit down and write out at least to the midway point because we are approaching 20,000 words. And my midway point should be between 30 and 35,000, I would imagine. And I don't think we're there yet. But also, I've written the final 3 pages. I am currently writing a scene that takes place later than it is because I'm trying to make sure that I'm writing. And honestly, this draft may need a complete overhaul when I'm done with it. But I also just kind of want to discover the story as it happens, which is something I never do. So just play it by ear. And then, of course, as always, my absolute favorite editing book of all time. This is the one I was reading it 10 pages, 15 pages at night before I went to bed. It was helping my writing so much because it was so fresh in my head of how to write cleanly so that you're not editing for the sake of readability the very first time. You're actually editing for developmental changes. So these 2 books are what we're going to be looking at and moving forward. And I don't think I'm going to do daily vlogs because, first of all, starting the new job tomorrow, which for you guys will have been 2 weeks ago, so I have no update for you just yet. And then just kind of playing it by ear. So I don't know how late these vlogs are going to be, if I'm going to do a weekly thing and they're going to be really, really staggered, or if I'll upload 3 in the final week of November. I have no idea. So let's go ahead and get back to writing. Good morning. It is November 3rd. It's about 7:30 in the morning. I have to be at my new job in a little less than 3 hours. So we have been just waking up, playing with Lolo. And so the goal, again, just write 1,000 words. I'm still in the same scene I started writing on November 1st. I did not think this scene would be this long, especially because now this means it's going to be a very long chapter. But I think I'm at a place in the scene where I could probably cut it off in the middle for dramatic effect, and then go ahead and start a new chapter somewhere. Basically, I started I was kind of stuck where I was in the beginning, around page 40-ish. So I jumped to a random scene I knew would happen eventually, and so now that's what we're writing. I basically have all these scenes in my head. I just don't know how to connect them just yet. But this was a character, as I mentioned, major character, had not been introduced yet, and we're 19,000 words into the main story. So I was let's go back, let's introduce her. So I've got that. It usually takes me about an hour, which is fine. I've got that time. And then I'm thinking I'll just get stuff done around the house, dishes, trash, that kind of stuff. And then probably sit down and maybe start this next project. It's 32,000 words, so super, super short. It's another one of the young middle grade novels or manuscripts that have come through to me lately. I don't know where. I don't often get middle grade. It's 1 every 15 YA manuscripts, and now I think I've read 3 in the last month, so it's a lot. Not mad at it at all, but that is what we're going with, and that one is due, I want to say, on Thursday. So again, it'll take me probably a couple hours to read it, and then I'll be done. And then I have 3 due next week. So 1 for sure also has to get done this week, and I'll probably spend a good chunk of my weekend working on it. That way, next week back to the work schedule, I can only read like 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, and then still get it done by the time it's due on, I want to say next Thursday. Actually, one of them is not as long as it is because I've read the first 20,000 words, so I only have like 58,000 words to read. Okay, so it's not too bad. And 2 of the projects due next week are authors I have worked with. One of them, this is the 3rd manuscript I've worked with her. The other one, I've worked with him on 5 or 6 manuscripts, and they're always mysteries, so historical mysteries. I love them. So that's what we're looking at. But right now, the word count, I hit like 1,129. I don't know why I remember that number and not the whole numbers. So my another goal is to write 1,000 words a day. That does not mean 30,000 words in the month of November. That means that even if I write 1,500 one day, I can't write 500 the next day to even out to hit 30,000. Because 30,000 is not the goal. It's 1,000 a day. And if I end up writing over, I write over. And that's a good thing because, again, this project was originally supposed to be done at the end of October for like spooky season. It takes place in early autumn, but I realized that where I am in Texas, autumn has officially hit the last week of October. So now we're in this season where the book really does take place. So ended up working out, but it has to be done by the end of the year because I want to go ahead and take the month of January off from writing it, maybe plan book 2, and then go ahead and dive into self-edits for February and March, kind of look at the whole story, start looking for beta readers, and then from there plan the release because I would like this to release in autumn just to correlate with that. And that's where we're at. So I think total we're at like 2,400 something, and the whole word count, I don't know, it'll be up here. I don't think we've hit 20,000 just yet. I could be totally wrong, I don't know, but yes, let's get to it. Okay, it is the same day and I just wanted to check in because this is insane. I had to do a tarot card reading for this next scene, which is why I stopped where I did last night, even though I wanted to keep writing. Lolo, come here. And so at 7:55, I had done the reading. So from 7:55 to 8:16, I was writing the tarot card reading scene, looking up what each card meant as well, so I could accurately put it into the story, because it felt more realistic for me to actually do a tarot card reading and base a story off of that, than for me to like pick and choose which one to make it a little bit too easy for me. In the span of 21 minutes, I wrote 1,075 words. It is 8:20 in the morning. That took 20 minutes. And it's like, okay, good. I did the right thing. I jumped into a whole different scene and I'm sorry. And I am so excited because this kind of tells me I'm on the right path in terms of like which direction I'm going. So I also had an idea of how to kick off the catalyst that's going to be coming up around the 20% mark, which is happening really sorry, there we go. It's happening really late because this is around 20,000 words, although not quite. It's really around 17,000. Actually, I think it's around 15,000 because I forgot that the final 3 pages is in it already, as well as the, what did I just write? Like 7 pages? I think 7 or 8 pages. So honestly, no, this is good. This because I don't want a 100,000 word manuscript. That's way too much. So we are going to dive back into it, go into the catalyst. I think this is going to end up being close to 80,000 words. I don't want it to be. I think that'll be a lot for me to finish by the end of the year. Although if I keep writing 1,000 words a day, I actually would hit 80,000 words if that's what it needed. So whatever. Just wanted to jump in and say I wrote 1,000 words in 20 minutes. So it was fun. Okay, bye.